We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So the Bronx Bombers have played excellent baseball of late. They'll try to bring their win streak to a baker's dozen next. Chris Archer gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it, the pitcher has to throw strikes, the offense has to show up, but I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, guys, that's the danger of falling behind in the show. You miss over the heart of the plate with count leverage, you're going to pay for it.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. In his career, Judge hits a little over the 270 mark. The 1-0. Line hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
LeMahieu on second. Judge on at first with nobody out. Fouled off. The 2-2 hit high and deep out to left center field. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
To the plate now, Gary Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 2-1 home. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third, and he is in there.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Now at the plate, Luke Voigt, and a chance to add to his league-leading RBI total right here.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
1-0 the count. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Stepping up now, Miguel Andujar. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Masahiro Tanaka will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Striding in, Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. In there for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
I'm definitely excited to watch Josh Bell in this one. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
So here's Adam Frazier as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Frazier, a native of Georgia. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
The left fielder, Brian.
So digging in now, Brian Reynolds. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Drilled to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He pulls this one into right, and he'll reach down to make the play on the run. A fine defensive effort there retires the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Yankees 2 and the Pirates nothing. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here it comes. Nope. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here now the 2-2. High and deep to right center. On the move is Polanco. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting 8.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at outfielder Gregory Polanco. Can play all spots in the outfield, from center to both corners, with a cannon arm and the ability to go in the gap.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at ball 1. That's wide. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Stepping into the box, Masahiro Tanaka. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball one, no strike.
Runner at first here, one man out. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
From the stretch. This is popped up. And no one will track it down. He'll try again. 1-2.
That's ball 2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He singled to open up the ball game. The 1-0 hit down the third baseline. There's Frazier at second for the out, and the inning is over. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 2 and the Pirates nothing. Last half of the second set to go, and the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next.
Gregory Polanco.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Batting seven.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Coming to the plate now, Jacob Stallings, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And this is low. Ball 2. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Here now the 2-2. is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Stanton, a California-born ball player, is making a push for the All-Star squad this year with a great year, 3rd in voting among left fielders entering the day.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. From the stretch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. So now to the plate, Gary Sanchez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
The 1-0 home.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base, find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the belt, the pitch. 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
He's set, and the 3-0 offering. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count even at 1. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Bases are loaded here with one away. And striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Bases are loaded here. One man out. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Andujar is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face. Hit high and deep out to left field. Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Torres. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Now the 1-0. This one's down to third. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. 1 run scores. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Stephen Brault is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. 3 runs already home here. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Polanco on the run. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. In to score is the runner from first. It's 7-0.
They just keep pouring it on this inning. That's 5 runs so far, and they're not finished yet. They've been teeing off on everything they see, and they're showing no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Into the box now, Masahiro Tanaka. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. DJ LeMahieu is on deck. A A swing and a ground ball to third. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman.
Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. Men on third with 2 down. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
From the belt, the pitch. High and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Yankees lead this one 7-0. Stepping into the box, Steven Brault. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out to right. Judge is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Newman, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
This is when you start to lose your mind a little bit. You know you're in a slump as you walk to the plate. You finally do something good and barrel something up, and it's right at somebody.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Heading after it is Judge. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the left fielder, Brian.
Standing in, Brian Reynolds. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Aaron Judge.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
The count is 2-1.
Drilled down the line. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So with 7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Ball 1.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And right into the shift, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Josh Bell. The pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman.
Ready now, Colin Moran. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he sends it on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Martin. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB.
And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it 7-1 now.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. Torres at the bag. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. We played 4 full. It's the Yankees 7 and the Pirates 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the imposing power bat, Luke Voit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hot shot to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Singled homer run in his last time up. Popped him up. Stallings is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Ready once again, Torres. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Reynolds is on the move for it. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 23 for him thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Next for the Yankees.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
To the plate now, Masahiro Tanaka. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The Yankee pitcher at the plate with a 1-1 count. 2 out with the man at first. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Yankees 8 and the Pirates 1. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Digging in once again, Kevin Newman. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one.
And that misses for ball one. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Again, another foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, and no one will track it down.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam.
Stepping in, Adam Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1. To short. Hit hard. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Nick Birdie gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way.
Nope, that's down.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Outside and low, 3-0. 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-1 pitch. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
3-1 now.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And there's ball one. Runners on first with one down. This is in the air out to right field. On the move is Polanco. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
So striding in, Gary Sanchez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Here's the 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Yankees, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Number 55.
Josh Bell the next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Hicks is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Digging in, Gregory Polanco. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Tanaka pauses. 1-2 on its way. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. It's still an 8-1 ball game. 7th inning ready to roll, and here comes the first baseman, Luke Voit.
The first baseman, Luke Voit.
And the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Polanco has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Miguel.
One gone here in the Yankee 7th, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. First offering on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here it comes. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
3-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. 0-1, here it comes. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
At the plate, Masahiro Tanaka. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Yanks strand a pair, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Jason Martin. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. A high fastball is in there.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
To third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, the catcher, Jacob.
Now batting, Jacob Stallings. 0 for 2 for him to this point. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming on for it is Hicks, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
The batter,
Jose Osuna will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Jose Osuna.
Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 3 homers and 14 driven in. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Newman.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Kevin Newman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. And that retires the side. Pirates leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Richard Rodriguez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. His prior history versus this arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. DJ LeMahieu is retired to kick off the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 2-0 count, the pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss much too early, and that makes it a full count.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not a good 3-0 swing, as he was well behind the fastball there. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2 multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball, a lot of different ways to get guys out.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Stepping up to the plate, Adam Frazier. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 10.
Now at the plate, Brian Reynolds. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded to short. Torres has it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The first baseman, number 55.
So 2 gone here in the Pittsburgh 8th. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Tanaka into his motion. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
2 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. It's still an 8-1 ball game. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Luke Voit. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting, shortstop, Torres.
So now to the plate, Torres. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. First and second here with nobody out. Chopper to short. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Runners are at second and third with one down. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The set and the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Davidas Nevoroskis comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Masahiro Tanaka, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Digging in, DJ LeMahieu, runner in scoring position with two gone. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. From the stretch. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
2 balls and a strike now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Grounded slowly to the left side. Newman's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees lead it 10-1. Now to the plate, Colin Moran starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Gregory Polanco. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's it.
The 1-0. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Digging in now, Jason Martin. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
In now, Jacob Stallings, as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. New York put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Masahiro Tanaka earns win number 7 on the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Chris Archer was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious Yankees, 10 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Pirates, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. His record is now 7-2. The loss goes to Chris Archer. He falls to 0-10. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.